In this tutorial, we will demonstrate how to create a test, add test questions, add the test link, and select test options. In Blackboard, you can create tests that require students to answer one or more questions. Creating a test automatically generates a column in the grade center. Enter the course in which you would like to create a test. Click the Edit Mode button in the upper right corner of your screen. Ensure that Edit Mode is on. Tests can be added to any content area. You can decide what location best suits your course organization. Click that particular menu link on the left side of the course. Once you've entered the content area in which you would like to create your test, click the Assessment button, then click the test link. Now you should see the Create Test page. In the Add Test section, click the Create button. Now you should see the test information page. In the test information section, enter the test information. Enter a name for the test in the name field. Enter the test description in the description area. Enter the test instructions in the instructions area. Click the Submit button in the top right or bottom right corner of the page. Now your test canvas displays. Click the Create Question button and select your preferred question type. There are 17 different types of questions. You can select as many questions as you want. Add the various questions for your test. The default number of points for each question is 10. To change this number, click in the Points field. Enter the number of points for the question in the Update Points field. Click the Submit button. Once you have entered all of the questions and entered the appropriate points, click the OK button in the bottom right corner of the test canvas page. Now you should see the Create Test page with the test you created. In the Add Test section, select the quiz name. Then click the Submit button in the top right or bottom right corner of the page. Now you should see the Test Options page. In the Test Information area, select and enter the test information. Confirm the name of the test in the name field. Enter any changes to the test description in the description area. In the option for Open Test in a new window, to open the test in a new browser window when the test is launched, click the Yes Radio button. Students will be able to view the course and its content at the same time as the test. If you do not wish to open the test in a new window, select No. In the Test Availability section, there are several options to consider for controlling the availability and security of the test. Make the link available. Select the Yes Radio button to allow students to access the test. Add a new announcements for this test. Select the Yes Radio button to add a new announcement for the test. This announcement will appear when the test becomes available to students. Multiple attempts. Click the Multiple Attempts checkbox to allow multiple attempts for the test. You have the option to allow unlimited attempts or to specify the number of attempts. Forced completion. With this option, students must complete the test the first time it is launched. Students may not exit the test and continue working on it later. The Save button is available for students to save test answers as they work, but they may not exit and re-enter the test. Set Timer. This will display a timer to the students during the test. Auto Submit. If the timer is set, click Clicking the Auto Submit On radio button will save and submit the test automatically when time expires. If the Auto Submit Off radio button is clicked, students will be given the option to continue after time expires. If you would like for the test to display to students only during specified times, click the Display After and Display Until checkboxes. Use the calendar and clock options to set the specific times. Password. Enter the password required to access the test. Passwords are limited to 15 characters and are case sensitive. In the Due Date section, click the Due Date checkbox to specify the time and date the test is to be completed. Students who take the test after the due date will have their tests marked late. Self-assessment options. In the self-assessment section, you have two options. This section determines if you want to include the test scores in the Grade Center calculations. In the Include the Test and Grade Center Score Calculations option, test scores are computed in the Grade Center calculations. This is the default option. The Hide the result in the test completely from the instructor and in the Grade Center option essentially turns the test into a survey. Test scores are not given in the Grade Center calculations. Test scores are hidden in the Grade Center. The test column will display to the instructors as complete or incomplete. This option cannot be changed without erasing all student test attempts. In the test feedback section, you can select the type of feedback that is available to students after they complete a test. The test feedback options can be changed at any time, and the feedback shown will change accordingly. Score shows the score of the student achieved out of the points possible. Submitted answers show all of the submitted answers. Correct answers shows which answers the student scored correctly and incorrectly. And feedback shows instructor-generated feedback and messages for each question. In the test presentation section, you can control the way the test questions are presented to students. In the All at Once option, the entire test is displayed on one screen. Students may have to scroll down to answer questions. In the One at a Time option, each question is displayed alone on the screen. Students control going to the next question. In the Prohibit Backtracking option, this setting is only used when questions are displayed one at a time. Students are not allowed to go back and change the answer to a question that has already been answered. In the Randomize Questions option, tests with multiple questions will display them in a random order to students. Different students see the questions in a different order. The same student will see the questions in a different order when multiple attempts are permitted. Click the Submit button in the top right or bottom right corner of the page. Now your test displays in the designated content area. To edit or delete existing tests, click the Action button located to the right of the title to view the contextual menu. To edit the test, click Edit the Test. To edit the test options, click Edit Test Options. To delete the test, click Delete. Note, deleting a test from the content area only removes the test from that area. In order to remove the test permanently, you must delete the test from the Tests, Surveys, and Pools option in the control panel. In this tutorial, we demonstrated how to create a test, add test questions, add the test link, and select test options.